It was just a few months ago that our country was up in arms against the increasing rates of gender-based violence. The brutal rape and murder of Uyinene Mrwetyana and Anine Booysen brought the country to a standstill as South Africans reflected on how many more women's bodies were violated and whose names have not yet been recognized. The 25th of November marked International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women and Children. This day also commenced the annual 16-day campaign for activism against gender-based violence. This year's theme was Orange the World, Generation Equality Stands Up Against Rape. In expressing its commitment and support for this global campaign, the South African Medical Research Council conducted one-day workshops on gender, gender-based violence, and skills building on parenting and communication for its employees across all 3 of its regions. This was an initiative of the SAMRC's Gender and Health Research Unit in collaboration with the Transformation Forum. The workshops are an adaptation of the gender-based violence interventions developed and tested by the Gender and Health Research Unit among men and women in South African communities.
Men are important in the conversation around preventing violence because it is about us understanding and discussing openly the ideas that contribute to how we perceive men's power. And so we need to talk about these things, include men in the conversations, so that they also see how those ideas may contribute and influence their own involvement, as well as use of violence in general.
5 of the women that are killed in our country in 2009, there was evidence of a rape as well. So basically, the figure that has been used by civil society as well as by policymakers is that it's a very conservative estimate, but there are 3 women that are killed by intimate partner. I'm not even talking about women killed by strangers or women killed in a gender setting where they are killed and they are raped as well. And the other important finding was that 20% of the women killed in the country in 2009, a perpetrator was never identified. So actually we're seeing what we're presenting to you is a very conservative figure and an underestimate.
But gender-based violence has been on the SAMRC's radar for a few years now. The Council not only hosts the Gender and Health Research Unit, but also collaborates with a number of local and global institutions to conduct research on possible interventions. The Sexual Violence Research Initiative Forum is the world's leading research conference on violence against women and other forms of violence driven by gender inequality in low and middle-income countries. The forum provides a global space where delegates build knowledge, expand their networks, create collaborations, and share knowledge. Over 750 delegates attended this year's forum, representing all key stakeholders from around the world, including United Nations agencies, policymakers, government representatives, researchers, activists, as well as funders.
So what we've done is to show that violence against women and girls is preventable, and it doesn't take generations. It can be prevented within programmatic timeframes. We've shown we have a repertoire of interventions that are effective and can be adapted for different settings and taken to scale. And we are now in a position to make a real difference to the lives of women and girls in South Africa and across the world. And I'm extremely proud that our unit has made a very big contribution to where we are now and what we know today.